Hello, it's Bush, and today I'm going to go over the Marvel Rivals patch notes for 122.25, or January 22nd. The fact that they were able to push this through without any server downtime is nice, but I do believe there were a couple issues, but I don't know if they're related to this. No server downtime is always nice. So they're letting us know that on the 23rd, which is tomorrow, we'll be getting a new event. And this is just quickly going over the event. There's gonna looks like a new card for us to fill out, and then a new game mode. It looks like it's gonna be soccer based. If you haven't seen the video that Marvel Rivals put out, I would highly recommend that. It looks pretty fun. And then the costumes. So they're letting us know that we can get the Star-Lord one for free, the one over here, and then these other two will be able to be purchased, and these are the three characters we will be playing during the event. Just like the Jeff event, we played Jeff and got the Jeff skin. I like this a lot. I like new game modes to spice up the game, and then the fact we're getting one of the skins for free is very cool. I also really like the Star-Lord skin, so I'm happy that's the free one. Now they're just going to go into system adjustments. So quick little adjustment to streaming mode, let people pick their own names. I don't know if that'll fix the issue a lot of people are having with streamer mode. I don't use that. They added a season drop down to the leaderboard, so that's cool. You can see previous seasons. And then the career system also has the historical season rank. That's nice for the high players, high yellow. Right? They got some bug fixes pushed through today as well. There's an issue where the game would freeze after battles under certain conditions. Okay, that's interesting. They fixed an inconsistency with avatars, switching heroes while defeated in do match. Hopefully that means when you're in the switching hero screen, it just doesn't pop you back into battle before you can pick one. I don't know exactly what that is. They addressed an issue where if Winter Soldier uses ability to defeat a shape-shifting Loki, that wouldn't count towards the ultimate ability refresh, essentially. That's pretty good. Actually, that's really nice, because that's very broken that the game couldn't register that. And then the last general fix was correcting a delay with synchronizing data. That's interesting. I don't really know what that means. Maps and gameplay. There's some fixes for destructible environments. They resolved some instances where you could get stuck in terrain. That's pretty important. Good, they're looking at that. And then reverse destruction performance issues. Okay, in Empire of Eternal Lights. That's really cool. So that's when the map is rebuilding as you're making payload pushing progress. Yeah, there were some weird issues with that. I'm glad they're looking at that. And then they did a lot of hero bug fixes, so let's jump into those. With Hawkeye, they fixed his passive focus, so that would sometimes display incorrectly. That is good. Wolverine's Undying Berserker Claw Strike. Okay, they fixed how the frame rate affects number of attacks. That's actually very nice. Frame rate affecting damage should not be a thing, so glad they're looking into that. Sad for the Wolverine high frame rate people, but I heard that causes latency on the server end for everyone. Invisible Woman's, so her mobility abilities like the push and pull, they're fully operational for all heroes now, so that's good. I don't play I played a decent bit of her, I guess, but I haven't really noticed that, but consistency is important. Mr. Fantastic is double trouble. So we're having two Mr. Fantastics, sometimes allowed one to reuse the second part of this standard. That's interesting. So I think that's like the grabbing, at having two of them just allowed you to use more of them than intended. Namor, an Invincible Woman, fixed an issue preventing Namor and Invincible Woman from unleashing their ultimate abilities at certain door locations. Now they can break through any barrier. Okay, so they're just not getting their ults cut in half, essentially, is what it seems like. Storm's Doppelganger resolved a problem where under low frame rate, activating Storm's ultimate ability after transforming into her would be cancelled. Wow, Wow. So if Loki transformed into Storm and then all activated the ultimate on low frame rates, that would be canceled. So it looks like they're just looking at frame rates in general. That's very solid. Wolverine's Fury corrected, fixed an issue where Wolverine's ultimate ability occasionally wouldn't end up properly. Something about how his ultimate landing at the right spot. I don't play Wolverine, don't know, but ultimate consistency is important. Heroic hint, palm harmony, corrected abnormal ping prompts. Okay, that's cool. Really weird bug, but glad they're looking at that. Magic's misstep addressed a bug where Magic could not use stepping discs after activating her ultimate ability in certain situations. Don't know what that ability is, don't play Magic. But good they're looking at ability consistency. Penny Parker Precision fixed an issue where Penny's bionic spider nest would be unintentionally lifted, along with the Kleinar device when raised. Now her tech remains grounded and ready for action. So that's probably around map changes. Her tech now stays still. I think that's good. I don't know. Don't play Penny. Loki's transformation tweaked resolved a problem where Loki, after using his ultimate to shapeshift into Punisher, if Warrior's Gaze was triggered when the transformation was about to end, and its effect lingers too long, Warrior's Gaze would now fade as soon as the ultimate concludes. No more lingering vision triggered. Okay, so it just fixed a timing issue with his ult, making it less powerful, but more balanced. Web slinging adjustments fixed an issue where in certain situations, in convoy mode, if Penny Parker fired a cyber web below the vehicle, her web would move with the vehicle. Now her web sticks like it should. Interesting. It's consistent to how all the other abilities work, but it would be cool if we could attach abilities onto the maybe that was an unattended attachment and you can, without firing below it and blowing it, would attach it. I don't know. Don't play Penny. Mr. Fantastic's resilience restored resolved a bug where if Mr. Fantastic was knocked offline while in this inflated state and then rejoined, Mr. Fantastic might be able to use some abilities after reconnecting. He's now back in action, ready to stretch it. Oh, might be unable to use some abilities. Okay, so this is basically like when you get your big punchy mode as Mr. Fantastic and then you go small into normal Mr. Fantastic, there is a delay in being able to use your abilities. They reduced or got rid of that delay. That's very nice because you don't want to have a delay in using your abilities after you deflate. That could be timing when somebody could kill you. Webbing dynamics corrected an issue where Penny Parker's web being pulled back could be blocked by enemy heroes, leading into positional anomalies. Now her webbing will behave as intended. Just looking at overall consistency of Penny Parker's web, that's good. Camera alignment fixed a camera misalignment that could occur while KO'd and revived by Adam Warlock while spectating Hela, just as she rises up to launch her ultimate ability. I think that means, well, we know that very specific what it means, but I think you just got too close to the character and they fixed that. I don't know if I ever experienced it, but I think I've like had some camera issues, but not extreme. But it's good they're looking at that overall. And then for console, they fixed an issue. Crosshair movements would automatically stop at extremely low pushing angles on the Xbox controller. Yeah, I've noticed it's kind of hard to go through the ceiling and through the ground. I bet on controllers it's even harder. And then they resolved a problem where the camera would automatically move or Xbox controllers after being KO'd in certain situations. Interesting. But if you're KO'd, I don't know how that really matters, but you know, they're complaining about it. I'm glad they're balancing it. And then this is just a reminder about how we should not miss the new event with incredible rewards, and we should gather everyone to play. Cool. That was pretty solid. I think overall the balance changes were pretty good. They are looking at doing a lot of really important stuff. I think my biggest takeaways from looking at the balance changes were the fact that they're addressing frame rates issues. There's a lot, like at least 2 instances of frame rates, both one for the higher and one for the lower end. And that's very, very important. People shouldn't have bugs at the lower end, and people shouldn't have more damage at the higher end of frames. So I'm glad they're looking at that. It also seems like they're looking a lot at ability timing and consistency, making sure you can use all your abilities when you should be able to. They did that on a couple different heroes, and then also making sure your abilities are like every time you use them, they are consistent, whether or not you are grabbing somebody with penny or whatnot. So I would say that this is super positive overall, everything that they're bringing into the game. I'm very excited to see future updates from them. And then I'm also very excited to play the new game mode whenever that comes out. I'm definitely going to be getting my new skin. So thank you guys so much for watching this video through to the end. Hit that like and subscribe if you are still here and you enjoyed this content. I will be trying to put out weekly videos as well as daily shorts. Much love. Peace out. Hey guys, Editor Bush here, and first off, I want to thank you guys for still watching the video. Then secondly, I wanted to explain why this video is going to continue a little bit longer than the recap of the Season 1 updates that we just got. The main reason was this game is very nice, in my opinion, and I wanted to use it with my commentary for this video, but it is a little bit longer than my commentary. So there is going to be a few more minutes of footage. Around this point, probably about 4 more minutes of the game are left. So if you guys want to see how this game wraps up, do I win? Do I lose? Kick back, relax, and enjoy. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it.